Who's ready for some sunshine? Woo! That one's already baking. Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Right. Woo! And shine. Woo! It's that heat though. It's that morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint, and every morning I wake up and I am blessed to be alive. I go outside, I get my exercise, I grab my water and I grab my shine, and then I come around and I smell all this fresh cut grass, and I remember childhood memories. Like you can't even believe it starts to trick you, your olfactory gland, your smell gland, to tell you that it has a memory. And that's what I was thinking about this morning, Not for nothing, my friend was posting an old shirt, and I was like, we can always make more shirts and more memories. And that's what we do. We hold on to old things and hold them to be true. We formulate an emotional connection to it, and then we've learned a lesson. That's your morning marijuana motivation. I can go now. That's what it is, dude. We formulated all the pain, we calculated all the experience, and we come up with a conclusion that A plus B equals C, or 1 plus 1 equals 2, or whatever happens in the past will dictate the future. And that's where we live. We live inside of our minds, torturing ourselves with lessons that have already been taught to us. Maybe, just maybe, those lessons are still trying to teach us. That's what's crazy. It's so hard to motivate, right? It's so hard to not only motivate yourself, but another human being, especially when they're stubborn like me, determined, and they don't want anyone else to tell them what to do. The tough part is, look at all this fresh cut grass, baby. The tough part is, you're not telling yourself what to do either. And that is the hard part, bro. All these lessons keep coming your way, and you might blame the universe. You might blame your friends. You might blame your circumstances, but you'll never take accountability for your energy and your actions. Nobody's trying to, this guy's mowed the lawn. He did a good job, clean it up. Let's get some of this grass. That's what's up. I'm gonna ratchet it in. This is it. Ratchet it in, baby. I'm gonna tell him good morning. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, bro. And nobody wants to let it in. There's no shade over here, so I'm gonna go the other way. But in your mind, you thought that you something happened to you. In your mind, you'll think that either that's the gods or your God or circumstances, something outside of your calculations is affecting you. And of course, all of us as human beings, we're going to want to walk through and make it an easy life, right? Like everything's just mowed, everything's just done. This chick's over here, dogs on shirt. She's playing Frisbee with her dogs. That's so fucking cool. I love it, And that's what it is too. So hold on, before I drop the nod. Morning. Super cool. How cool? How cool? Oh, he catches it too? That's cool. Frisbee Addicts on Instagram. Yeah, we are. And you'll see my dog catch it like 6 feet in the air. Yeah, you know what I mean? I love that. So Frisbee Addicts, got the domain name, got to do something with it, you know what I mean? But there it is right there. I try to share something with the human being, and they reacted, and she said, oh, this one's better. She didn't even see what my dog did. She constantly put her dog in competition, and then instantly let me know that she isn't really to be a human being that wants to bond with another human being. And that's scary. Who's in here? Will Ruffus. What's up, Freddie Mercury? Brian May, Guitar Hero. I see you, bro. Thanks for watching. How about you? Where are you from? How old are you? And why are you watching? And that's it, bro. We come to these conclusions in our lives. My homeboy Shane said it at IDAB when I was interviewing him live at the Champs Convention. He was just like, we don't take losses, we only get lessons. And it was just such a mic drop, the way that he said it. But he wasn't lying to you, and I'm not lying to you either. These things, these whispers, these dramas, these chaoses, they're coming to teach you something. And then you might not want to learn the lesson. I didn't want to learn the lesson that my weed club partner was actually a trap club ghetto guy that was already causing me trouble, was already drinking at the events. I had a feeling, but I wanted to trust him. And there it is. You know, the feeling was, I asked them, kind of got an argument when after I paid the fucking loonies $1,500, and they didn't have to, I put $1,500 on it, and they didn't even have to perform. And he's over here drinking at the event, stressing out. And I'm like, bro, you didn't put up any money for it. You know what I mean? You're stressing me out to go get your barbecue because it was brought to the festival. I didn't do anything to it, made sure that you got it. Festival's over, drama's over, but the drama continues with this one person. And I looked at the situation and I was like, why didn't I notice it? Well, one, I was running around with my chicken with my head cut off. Two, I was so burnt from my abortion, I wasn't really calculating properly. And three, I was ignoring all the signals. It's on me. He was drinking already. It wasn't like he just developed a drinking habit. He was already drinking. And that's when you go, oh shit, I missed my signal. You know, I missed my Queen Live in Budapest, 1986. That's what's up, bro. You know, I missed my signal. I missed my lesson, and that's unfortunate. That's what I got to pay for. You know, I got to pay my tuition. When my old landlord at my shop was coming in 2-3 days before I got evicted and started looking at everything like he was going to take it, I knew then. That was my lesson, but my tuition hadn't been paid yet. My intuition had got paid, but not my tuition. And unfortunately, I had to pay with them stealing everything from my shop. My equipment, over 1,000 different vape pens, scales, papers, wraps, you name it. These motherfuckers came in and took it. And my lesson was, I thought they were slick. They came in, they already started looking at everything. I knew what they were looking for. Still didn't make me stop to get it done. You know, I knew what was going to happen. Still didn't make it happen. This is the worst joint I rolled in a long time. It's all falling out and shit. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm trying to smoke, bro. And you over here drilling holes in my canoe. And that's what it is, you. You already know, bro. Some people are going to get the mission. Some people are going to buck the mission. Some people you're going to wish you never met. Some people, the reason you are meeting them is for the lesson that they carry inside of them. Do you want to know that? Did you want to know that part? That the lessons that you have inside you are coming for you, specifically for you, in a way that only you would listen and learn, and hopefully it's not pain? Do you know what I'm saying? Most people, they don't want to know. You know, the life is too hard for them. It's too intense for them. They take the pain personally. And then you were like, wait 1 second. What was the lesson? Yeah. What did we learn today, boys and girls? You know, we learned that we can't do stupid shit. We learned that things will happen even if we don't want them to. And we learned that you are getting instincts and whisper, whether you're listening to it or not. And that's what it comes down to. That's what it really comes down to. Let's blow this up real quick. Let's up with me real quick. That's what it comes down to, folks. You're going to have to ask yourself, are you going to learn the lessons the hard way? Or are you going to hear the whispers? Are you going to pay attention to yourself and your heartbeat and your instincts? Or are you going to learn lessons the hard way? Me personally, usually the hard way. Usually I need a lot of heartbreak and pain. Usually I need to go a little bit insane for it to sink in. Normally I have to go to prison, jail, or an abortion. I had no business being with trying to marry a 15-year dominatrix. I had no business trying to have children, even though I'm broke. But people that are broke still having children. Me and my friend were talking about it heading out to the farm, we were saying like, shit, crackheads still find a way. Are you gonna let a meth head out hustle you? And that's what it is, bro. These motherfuckers are not taking no losses. They can smoke meth all day, crack all day. They don't give a fuck. But you'll be giving a lot of fucks. This didn't work out, that didn't work out, my feelings hurt. None of that moves the ship forward. None of that helps at all. And yet nobody sits there and goes, what was the lesson? You know what I'm saying? It happened, but do we dig and do our research to know why it happened? Most people look around or look up to the sky, nadin. It's Turkish for why is this happening to me? Because you're being taught a lesson. And whether I liked it or not, the guys that came into my shop, you can go back, go ahead, go on Saints Addiction, go to Las Vegas police harassing business owner. And he was saying, you're being educated right now. He's coming into my shop at 9:30 at night with 10 other cops talking about there can only be 13 people in this big ass place. I'm like, all y'all came here to tell me that? All right, bet. I'm sure you guys are going around telling everybody their occupancy, right? You're being taught, is what he kept saying. You gonna learn today. Well, that's what we do. We gotta learn. We gotta learn the lesson. And I didn't want to learn the lessons. Right? I wanted to be stubborn. I wanted to keep doing it my way or the highway and get away from all the byways and just slip on through without ever having to learn. But what would the sense of that be? If you never learn, if you had all the answers, it would be a boring life. You need to experiment. You need to push boundaries. You need to push your boundaries. And that's where it's at. That's where all the lessons are at. But most people stay safe. They buy their big screen TVs. They buy 3 cars. They got a car, home car garage. Bro, you're trapping yourself. You're capping yourself. Not only capping yourself at a lie, but capping yourself at a ceiling. Worst stogie I ever rolled. And that's the ceiling you're gonna have to break through. It's a glass ceiling, but something's got to break to get through. And usually it's the pain. Usually it's the pain of learning, you know, this person doesn't really love me, or we're really not a match, you know? Go through these things and I'm thinking I'm gonna be single and fatherless the rest of my life. I just didn't develop the skill set, and that's the lesson. You don't have kids because you don't have skill sets. And I'm like, shit. I thought it was buddy. I thought it was sex. I thought it was love. Turns out, bitches ain't having children until they have 35 grand in their hand. I don't have 35 grand, so I guess I'm not having babies. Lesson learned. And to trust my seed with people that have exhibited that they kill babies. I'm like, oh man. Or the way that I pick ladies. That's even more real. My ability, our ability as humans to go back to what is familiar keeps us in the same. That familiarity breeds contempt. Go get them, girl. Scooter girl. And in that contempt, you end up being in contempt. You end up being angry. You end up being lazy. You end up letting these emotions affect you. And then we had to have this conversation this morning. It fucking sucks, bro. Lessons are coming for you. Are you ready to learn? And that's all I had to do. Going to South Korean prison. I learned that day that no means no. You know, even if you're in a different country. No means no. It's their law. And I mean, even if it's a small amount of weed, even if it was 3 grams, they still meant no. And they wanted 5 years of my life in a South Korean solitary confinement for a lesson that most kids get at 3 years old. No means no. But I needed to learn the lesson. I can't be so cavalier. It's not just the way I want it. Sure, I started Weed Club worldwide, but they don't want Weed Club in South Korea. I heard like 10 years later after I got arrested that they started a medical program. A medical marijuana program, which is cool. But at the same time, isn't what the time was when I got there. At the time, the belief was even a little bit of weed was going to be a 5-year offense. And the lesson I was learning was, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of here, stop fucking around with these countries, start learning their culture before I get there. I didn't know. And I don't know isn't a good excuse, right? Season 4, episode 4 to Locked Up Abroad. Everybody's all like, haven't you seen Locked Up Abroad before, bro? And I'm like, no. And they're like, all those times you traveled, all the time I watch that, I think about you. I'm like, oh, fuck. But I didn't know. And try saying that to the judge. I didn't know breaking into a bank was a bad idea. You're going to learn today. And that's what it came down to. You know, what was I willing to learn? Was I willing to learn from these lessons? Was I willing to learn that, you know, paying $1,500 of rent every month is a lot of money. And after 10 months, it's 15 grand. And that's 15 G's I could have put towards my business and inside of my websites, and instead of a building where they stole from me in the end. Or test business partners before you give them access to your Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, sit down and have conversations before giving passwords. I didn't do that. I'm knocking up chicks before I'm married to them. That's my bad. And and I'm learning pretty quick that if I stay stubborn with it, right, and I keep wanting to ignore my lessons, they're going to come back to teach me. Haunt me, teach me, finish me, whatever you want to say. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. And the lessons are tough. They're coming for us all. And I was just like, fuck, man. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be in South Korean prison learning this lesson. But I had to. I don't want to go through abortions, but I had to. I don't want to be homeless and broke, but it happened. And then you sit there and you go, fuck, huh? How do I make my life better? Well, part of me was like, let's get comfortable. Let's get safe. Let's just make everything less chaotic. But it was still chaos. Even if I had a condo, even if I had a career, even if I had a girlfriend, there was still chaos. And I'm sitting there going like, chaos is coming whether I play it safe or if I risk it for the biscuit. So why not risk it? Why not risk it for the biscuit, do the laps, take a chance, and make it fucking happen? Really, up to you. But if you play it safe, you for sure come in with some chaos too. I hate to tell you, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, I had my insurance, I did what I was supposed to do, and all these other things, and then it still happened. Yup. You could be married to the love of your life, have beautiful children, get divorced later. People die, that shit sucks too. People quit. Some people learn the lesson to quit. Some people learn the lesson, good morning, you know, to just give up. They be like, oh, that's my lesson. I'm just going to be alone. And they stop trying. Thank you, bro. And that's it. You're going to have to get with it. Thanking the workers for working on this property and shit, man. They're kicking ass, taking names. Oh, that sun though. So, you know, the lessons can capture us. You know, some people be like, oh, he broke my heart so hard, I'll never love again. And then like I keep saying, that guy kept saying, that's not how it works. You'll love again, dude. You're not only going to love one dog in your life, bro. I was like, what? Yeah, man, you're going to have a dog. You're going to outlive it. It's going to die. And you're going to be like, I'll never love another dog. Oh, here comes one in the front door. Oops, I'm back in love again. I swear I wouldn't go on that island and fall in love again. Oops, there I was trying to get married. So, you know, your boy Saint, he's been through it. I've been around the world 3 different times. This last one, without money, you know, making my dreams into a reality, just making my focus go to the things that grow instead of these things that I don't know. You know, I'm like, let's grow these things I don't know. Let's not be afraid of them. Let's highlight them. Let's go into our souls. Let's go into our mind and see how we can fix them. It's almost Stoic philosophy, maybe if you're a ninja or something. But I always thought, that's what they did, dude. They went on top of the Himalaya mountains and they sat there long enough, still enough, chanting and all that shit, all right, to actually make it happen. To sit there in their heads to come up with the solution, to sit there long enough for their brain to fix the topic. And I don't think most people want to do that. They might want to outsource it to religion. They might want to outsource it to their friends. They'll be fucking, shit, I wanted to call ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, I got this car. The rats got in it. I paid $5,000 for it. It doesn't work. What would you do? And it's like, ChatGPT doesn't solve your life problems. ChatGPT isn't going to go into your soul and be like, this is what's good for your future. And that's where it's at. We're looking for all the answers. It's easy for it to build a website, site in an hour. It's easy for it to do video in an hour. It's an app in an hour. That's what AI does. Fixing your problems, solving your solutions, getting inside your life and coming up with a better way to handle tricky situations. There's no rhyme or reason for it. There's no fucking Da Vinci Code. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? A manual, bro. No manual for life. No one can come into your tarot card reading ass and say, this is the direction you should go. Because they're not responsible for the outcome. That's why I can never tell somebody what they should do, because I don't know what's going to happen for them. I'm not going to live their consequences. And that's where your lessons come in. Your lessons are for you and you alone. It's almost like a you university. And in that university, not only you developing as a human, not only you like your style and your character, but you're also developing as a player. Yeah. You're not an NPC no more, dog. I got news for you. Yeah. There's other people on this earth and they're playing along with you. And it's important that you compete with yourself, compete with your experiences, compete with the lessons, and be just like, okay, what was in this situation that I needed to learn from? And that's where you're going to have to get to. That position is a higher position. That position is a smart position, because now you don't blame your circumstance anymore. You empower yourself to make decisions. And that's where I wanted to get to. It's still going to be chaos and everything. Keep kicking ass, brother. Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah. And do that kind of shit. And there we are. We're going to have to learn these lessons. We're going to have to examine them and say, okay, what was the lesson in that? You know, the lesson is like, you know, love takes time, and business is sharky, and I have to develop a team, not just snap it together like Legos. And it's tough lessons. Plastic Pocket Challenge, you know, they're tough lessons, you know, to get in your mind, in your head, in your world, and go like, this wasn't just random, you know, this isn't just what do you say? This, I don't see coincidence, I see providence. The providence in the chaos that's coming your way is the lesson that's innate. You probably never looked at your issues and went like, cancel my subscription. You probably never went like, thanks for that. You know what I mean? I never thought in my fucking life I would ever thank South Korean prison for arresting me, but it happened, bro. I mean, I didn't want it to happen, but now I sit here as a stronger man. I sit here as a more clear man. It definitely kept me sober. It, like, you know, I'm never going back to that. Here's a real Plastic Pocket Challenge. You know, and I was like, oh shit, no means no. I mean, I guess it took me 30 years to learn that lesson. Right? And I should probably have some savings, and I should probably brace myself for the chaos, and I should probably pass the Pocket Challenge. I should probably look, it's only 5 yards away, bro. Sit still long enough after things happen, instead of try to drink my way away or snort my way away, and sit there and go, why was this way? You know? And that's what most scientists do, NASA, you name it, civil engineers. When they get into the game, their job is to reverse engineer it. And anybody else gets like a new product, like a Tesla truck, they'll bring it into their factory, break it down, and reverse engineer it. Everyone's doing it, but it's like, are you doing it? Are you reverse engineering yourself? Are you making yourself aware of your tendencies? Are you tracking it at all? Ray Diola, those guys set up a whole fucking AI that like, not only the way that you voted and the way that you acted the last 10 years at the business, but it's going to pre-predict how you're going to vote in the future. They actually set up, I think it's called DOT, like connect the dots, but they actually set up an AI to predict people's outcomes. And I'm just like, wow, bro, this is no lie. This is you outsmarting you coming up with an AI version of you to say how you would predict what you would do. And you're just like, God damn, it's been watching me the whole time. Yes, it has. So all those miles in those Teslas, it's data. And that's what makes it worth its weight in gold. Each car is tracking the road. Each turn of the wheel is a mathematical calculation in data that they're keeping track of to not only show your driving habits, but to show us all where to drive. And that's what it's like with the world of AI, this accumulation of knowledge. There's one knowledge and one lesson coming for you, and it's only coming for you. So it's not an AI solvable issue. This isn't something you can just put in some prompt and it's gonna fix the topic. No, there's a lesson in it. It's deep as fuck. That's the worst part, is you was like, oh shit, I'm not like I'm just like my parents. Like, when I get in stressed out situations, I start talking like them and arguing like them. Nuh-uh. I'm like, yeah, huh? And let's do this real quick too. I just took off my shoes. You already know the Saint slides, bro. Get these bad boys in South Korea. I've walked around the world with these, but now I wanna put my feet in the grass and do some grounding. It does feel better, the fresh grass, and now that it's cut and everything, it's so fucking nice, bro. Oh, it feels so much better. It's wet in spots, but that's what she said. But yeah, bro, I mean, I didn't want to know. I mean, the lessons, it's not like you can go up to it like a 7-Eleven board and just be like, hey, I want my lessons, no pain, minus pain, hold the whipped cream. This ain't a Starbucks order. It usually has to do it that way to get us to move that way. It's the cattle prod of the universe. It's literally going, zap, it's Monday. Are you going to get up and start chasing your dreams? Zap, did you work all weekend to make sure that the farm would grow? Zap, are you going to move past all these negativities? The ex-girlfriend, the ex-partner, the ex-friend, zap, zap, zap. And I'm like, okay, I'm right here for it. I don't get to disappear. You know what I mean? I don't get to run away from my issues. They're still there. And so are the feelings, so are the emotions, and the way that I deal with them is up to me. And in my world, I was like, there's a lesson here, Stop getting offended at it and taking it personally, like, why that happened? It's not more, why me? It's like, why did it happen? What's the lesson? What did I need to learn from this stress, from this chaos, from this disorder to make me move forward? And that was it. And I was just like, oh shit, bro. I needed to know that. Some friends are leaf friends. They're gonna leave after a season. Some friends are branch friends. They're branching out to leaves, or they're branching out to roots. Then it's the roots, the people you can't see that support your whole structure, and they're not trying to be a part of the limelight. That's what it is, bro. And who are you to other people? Are you a light giver, or are you the shade? You know what I mean? A lot of us are both. That's why it's mostly saints. You know what I mean? Halo and horn. One day with your one friend, you're acting this one way, and then with the other friend, you're acting this way. You don't act the same way you act around your friends as you do your parents. There's so many different masks that we all wear. The mask that I am talking about today is the lesson mask. The moment I want to rip it off, my mask, and see that it's my own actions, and this is my lesson, and this is my cross to bear. And the moment I can adjust it on my shoulders, and the moment that I can shift the loads between my back and spine, and the moment that I can align my mind and soul to it and say, all right, yeah, that's what it is. You needed to let that girl go. You were only hurting her feelings and making her more self-conscious and lower self-esteem. That is not the love that I wanted to exhibit. And my partner, he did do right by me by posting the whole time. And yeah, he did point his Telegram, join Weed Club to his Telegram, but you know what? That's just spam. You go ahead, keep your own contacts. You've already had your team. I got my club, and we can go separate ways. And the last but not least, I'm sorry for my friend. I should never have overextended myself. I should have said I just don't have a place, like I said in the first place, and try to fix his situation while I was stressed. They will never appreciate the same type of level that of giving, and he gave to me too. So he's feeling like I didn't appreciate him by giving, and he's feeling like and I'm feeling like he didn't appreciate me for giving, and here we are, not friends anymore. So I'm living it, I'm like, okay, yep, Mark, yep, friends come and go, lovers come and go, and partners come and go, and you're gonna have to get used to that. And I'm just like, okay, cool. So next time I come to a relationship of any sorts, business, friendship, or pleasure, I'm going to have a deeper leisure conversation with that person and build on it and be like, yo, this is me. I'm chaotic. I have a lot going on. I'm a lot of energy. Before we even begin, is that something that you want to do? No? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna keep doing me. I want you to keep doing you. That's your morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, do like, share, subscribe below. You already know. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of fear, the other side of the world, the other side of your excuses. That's where I want to live. Peace. I'm out. Ciao. Go do something. It's Monday. Monday motivation. Let's go.